It was June 2022. There I was, desperately wandering the corners of fan lists, searching for a football anime. After the horrible failure of Futsal Boys and Goal to the Future. Yeah, it was that bad. That's when my eyes fell upon Aoashi, and then and there I could tell it was love at first sight. As a lifelong fan of the beautiful game, my childhood was literally filled with watching compilations of Neymar as he dribbled past defenders and humiliated them with those beautiful nutmegs. That's when I fell in love with football. Those moments still resides in my nostalgic memories. The story does not stray far from the orthodox sports anime cliché, where the dreamy protagonist has latent abilities but has yet to be mastered. But through hardships and failures, he does a universe and becomes the best. Convenient, isn't it? Aoashi, our protagonist here, starts off the show with a Zidane-esque headbutt after scoring an amazing solo goal. But like any sports anime, Aoi was later introduced to a mysterious old man who conveniently is also the manager of Esperion Youth. More on that later. So this old man recognizes Aoi's talent and invites him to attend the tryouts of the Esperion Youth, in which he later got scouted. Unlike its counterpart Blue Lock, which is a battle royale of highly dramatical do-or-die football, Aoshi emphasizes mainly on tactical and positional football, which gives it a realistic feeling. Aoi has to grow in a meaningful way as the story progresses. Nothing in the show is unearned, and Ashto has to start from a place of lower skill than everyone else. But what really makes this show shine to me is in those moments where everything comes together. When players of the same team hate each other, the entire team is affected. So when players try to set aside their differences and work like a real team, it is extremely satisfying. What disappointed me is mainly the quality of animation during matches. After experiencing the godlike animation from Haikyuu, this simply fails in comparison. Also, let's take a moment to appreciate that fluid and silky animation. The show could have movements and physical explosion scenes just like Blue Lock. It could even animate shots and passes where there would be a creative point in the camera following the ball rather than the player. I'd say its production IG is the worst visual adaptation of a sports work out of the ones I have watched. They went lazy this time around. Bastards. In the latter half of the season, we are introduced to Aoyashito's greatest obstacle yet. My man literally spiraled out of this world, as the coach changed his dream position of striker to a creative fullback, aka defender. The stages of grief to overcoming all hurdles by each passing episode gives the viewers a sense of understanding towards the character. By leaps and bounds, Aoi becomes much more of a focused young man, even though he has to deal with the psychological barriers that surround him as the games go on. Self-criticism and pressure that are established when playing in a position which they are not used to. Overall, I'd say it's a great show with lovable characters, and seeing them grow is entertaining. We also have a few sparks of love triangles flying around, although it won't ever come close to you guys though. But it's one of those shows where it is overshadowed by the big success of Blue Lock and Haikyuu. If you're a fan of football and was disappointed by the lack of good anime series on the sports, then Aoshi is a must-watch. It is clearly an underrated gem that deserves some attention by the fans who admire both anime and football.